Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? Today I am back with the viral latte makeup look, which is pretty much just super bronzy makeup, and I'm here for it because these are my favorite kinds of tones. And I knew the minute that I saw this look, I wanted to recreate it using all of my favorite products. So today we're doing a full face of nothing new, and I'm bringing these back monthly to remind you to use the products that you already have in your collection and use these makeup trends as an excuse to do that, but also as an excuse just to do your makeup, because why not? When you look good, you feel good. So you guys already know the vibes. Grab a snack, get cozy, or grab your makeup and your brushes so we can get ready together, and let's get into it and have some girl time. Okay, so brows are on. I actually have a little bit of a lighter brow today. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I used the color Cool Deep Brown from the Dominique Brow Frame. I just talked about this in my recent hits and misses, and I love this brow pencil. And I also did add a little bit of the Fawn Beauty lip oil in Literally Obsessed. So good, so hydrating, and they smell amazing. And then the glow that I have going on my face, which my face always looks extra shiny because my light is shining directly on my forehead, so that's why it literally looks like you can fry food on my forehead right now, but I'm not mad about it. And I just used my Dalba First Spray Serum. Love this stuff. It's the best glowy, dewy, hydrating skincare slash makeup spray. Now let's get into the eyeshadow. I'm going to start with a little Rare Beauty eye primer. And for eyeshadows, I'm going to use my Baked Browns 2 palette from Dose of Colors. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes. You just get a few shades in here, but it's honestly all that you need for soft glam. And I'm going to start off with this color and this color, the two soft browns. I'm going to start on the outer lid and just very lightly dust those into my crease and up towards my brow bone a little bit. I've seen different variations of this kind of makeup look. That's why I love it so much, because it's really just bronzy makeup, but you can customize it to your liking, and then it just looks good on everybody that I've seen. And if you guys have never tried Dose of Colors eyeshadows, I highly recommend. It's one of my favorite high-end formulas because it's so blendable. Let's bring in a little bit more warmth to this look. So I'm going to take this soft, it's also a soft brown, but it has a bit more of that kind of camel undertone. And I'm going to use that same blending brush, and I'm just going to go in my crease with this color just a little bit to add a little bit of warmth to this look. This is going to be the easiest kind of smoky eye ever, by the way. Then we're going to go in with this brown, which is a bit deeper. And I'm going to start also on the outer lid and kind of stipple that color with tapping motions, just to deepen this up a little bit. And then just doing a little bit more blending with that first blending brush. Having a bunch of different blending brushes is key. These blend so nicely too, that's why I love them. So again, I kind of just take that darker brown and stipple it on the outer lid just a little bit. And I use very tiny tapping motions with these eyeshadows because they are very pigmented, but they're also buildable. So I just tapped my brush in a little bit into the product. And then as I tap, I kind of blend in very tiny circular motions just on the outer portion, and then I slowly diffuse the eyeshadow out towards my brow tail just a little bit. Then I'm going to use that lightest brown on a flat brush. I'm just applying that on my lid to mute that out just a little bit more. I'm not going to do a shimmer today. I'm actually just going to add a little bit of gold glitter. I love a good matte smoky eye, but we're gonna add this little glittery touch, and it's gonna be so perfect. I'm going to use the Master Crystal Reflector Highlighter in Citrine from Makeup by Mario. I love these glitters because they just give a little pretty touch to the look, and all you have to do is top them either with your finger or with a brush. I'm just gonna dab that right on my lid. Do you see how pretty and subtle that is? Oh, I love it. And with the gold, it's just everything, especially because I'm wearing the gold jewelry today. I've been loving glitter this entire summer, to be honest. It's so fun, and it's a really easy way to elevate your makeup look. I'm gonna add just a little wing. We'll see how little it turns out, but I'm gonna use the Hard Candy Waterproof Felt Tip Eyeliner. This is the chocolate brown. I need to get a new one of these. It's a really nice liner. Mine's just pretty old, so it's kind of getting dried out, but I love the color of this. It's like the perfect chocolate brown. So I start with the wing first, and then I go from the middle of my lid and I draw a line towards the wing, and then I just fill it in. Just did a little mascara, e.l.f. Lash and Roll. I'm going to use this later on my lower lashes as well. This is really great for length, and I love that it doesn't get clumpy. For lashes, I'm going to go with my classic favorites, So Wispy's from Kiss in the style Pixie. The best. I also feel like the number 11s would be really pretty with this look. I want to do something that isn't going to take away from the eyes and the brown eyeliner, and these have a super thin band, as you can see, so they're really seamless when you apply them. Now for skin prep, I'm going to go in with the NYX Plump Right Back Primer. This is really hydrating, and I love how gripping the consistency of this is. This feels like skincare when you put it on, which I really love. And it gives a really pretty, like, healthy glow to the skin. For foundation, I'm going to do a little mixture. I'm going to start with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter in the shade 4, and then I'm going to take a little bit of my Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation in the shade 250 Light Medium Neutral, which is a little bit too light for me at the moment. So that's why I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow underneath, which is, I don't think it's a perfect match for me right now, but I do have a bit of a tan, so it matches my body, I think, a little bit better than the Haus Labs foundation. So I'm going to use this to add a really pretty glow, but just to also make the foundation work as well. And I still am obsessed with the e.l.f. Halo Glow because it gives such a pretty glow but a little bit of coverage, and every time I put this on I feel like it just gives the prettiest boost to the skin. So I love this on natural makeup days as well. It's so pretty. Kind of just evens out my skin tone too. There is something so therapeutic about using your favorite products and doing your makeup how you like. Do you know what I mean? That's why I love these makeup trends, because I usually always get very inspired to just do my makeup and use my favorites. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little Haus Labs, and I'm doing really light layers of both of these because I don't feel like I need a ton of coverage today, but I want to add a nice base. And every time I wear this foundation combo, by the way, it's gorgeous. Kind of just gives me the best of both worlds. Great coverage with a little bit of glow. Now for concealer, another one of my favorites, little throwback, LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Concealer. So this to me is not very full coverage, it's more of a natural medium coverage, but I love it because of this thin formula that it has. There's very minimal creasing with this, and it's so smooth on the under eyes. And this is coming from somebody who has a ton of fine lines, which is normal, of course, but certain concealers will emphasize my fine lines a little bit more than others. And this is in my top 5 because of how smooth it looks on my under eyes. Even after a full day of wearing it, there is such minimal creasing. I've even had some of you guys tell me that you are a little bit older and you love the way this looks with your under eyes as well. So highly recommend if you have trouble with your concealer creasing. I think this is a really great option. I love how tan I look. This is why I love summer. I'm gonna miss it so much. Of course, this is Latte makeup, so we gotta do some super bronzy skin. So I'm gonna take my Sol Face and Body Bronzer in the shade Light. These smell so good, like truly tropical summer vacay. I'm gonna add this just to give me a little bit of color. So bronzy, so smooth. I'm gonna add some powdered bronzer as well, but I want a good bronzy cream base. And this bronzer is so blendable, never muddy. It reminds me of a high-end product. I think this is a really good dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream bronzer, and this is huge. For powder, I'm going to do a little concoction, starting off with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. This is truly like a veil on your skin. It looks so smooth and beautiful, great in photos. I'm running low. It's so satisfying running out of products or just getting close to running out of them, hitting pan. But I will say this little mini guy has lasted me such a long time. So if you do want to splurge on this powder, just get the mini version because it's going to last you a while. And this looks so good on the under eyes, this powder. Something about the formula, the way that it goes on, it's just truly like a veil on your skin. For pressed powder, I'm still loving the LYS Triple Fix Translucent Powder in the shade Resilience, which is the translucent color. And for high-end powders, if I'm not using this, then I'm usually using the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder from Charlotte Tilbury. For the summer, I am in color 2 Medium. And speaking of hitting pan, I just hit pan on this over the weekend, and how satisfying is that? I love this color as well as the shade 1 Fair. This is more so when I have no tan or if I want a little bit more of a brighter under eye. So these two are also favorites for me, but I'm going to use the LYS one today, and I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face, and I'm going to add a little bit of extra powder on my under eyes. A lot of people have said that this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury press powder. Personally, I don't think this is a dupe. I don't feel like this powder from LYS is as matte as the one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is definitely a more toned down version of the Charlotte Tilbury powder, but I love it, especially for the summer. It's just very natural, very lightweight. Let's add a little more bronzer. I'm gonna go with the Juvia's Place Bronze Duo in the shade Medium, and I'm gonna use both of these colors. Just gonna go back and forth, and I'm pretty much gonna go over where I did that cream bronzer from Soul. I'm going to just stipple in a little bit more to emphasize that and really bronze up the skin. Another product from Juvia's Place that I just cannot get enough of. Honestly, I love all Juvia's Place products, but the blushed duos. I'm going to go in with the color Volume 2 today because it has this gorgeous orangey coral, but then I'm going to mix in the pink as well. And these just give the prettiest wash of color. This is a really nice pigmented formula, but it's also buildable if you want to add more, and it gives just stunning color. This is like a high-end formula, not even kidding. These are so good. I love the liquid blushes as well, but see how pretty that combo is? I'm gonna add a little bit of highlighter. I'm gonna use the Haus Labs Sunstone Bio Radiant Gel Highlighter. I just realized I never also took, I never took the plastic off of the highlighter. These are like butter on the skin. This color is so pretty, and there's a gorgeous light champagne, but I'm actually gonna pop this in the inner corners for some brightness. Do you see how that just instantly adds a nice pop? I'm gonna add a touch of this on the cheeks very lightly. I'm just gonna dust that over the blush. You know we're gonna make this very smoky on the lower lashes, so I'm gonna take a little bit of this brown on a tiny pencil brush. What's nice about doing this too is that if you do have a lot of fine lines, you can use bronzer or any light brown eyeshadow to take away from those fine lines, and it's gonna kind of just create a shadow under here, so they're not gonna look as prominent or intense. The key to this is just blending it out and making it look very soft and diffused. I really love this makeup look. It's all monochromatic and smoky and bronzy. I'm gonna do a little brown eyeliner. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Sunnyvale, and it reminds me so much of Costa Riche by MAC. I used to use that eyeliner so long ago when I was in high school. That was one of my favorites. And this one has such a similar tone to that one because it's like a reddish kind of brown. We're gonna do a little lower lash mascara, of course. Oh my gosh, I need to go somewhere after this because this makeup is too good. Some people always ask, what do you do after you film? I usually take the time to run errands, and by run errands I mean like go to Ulta, Sephora, pick up things that I need for videos. So I usually like to go places whenever I have my makeup done after videos. It's the perfect time, honestly, since I'm already ready. Okay, I'm gonna fluff up my brows, and I'm gonna use the Brow Blowout Shaping Gel from Dominique Cosmetics. Who is she with the fluffy brow? Wow. I always like this eyebrow more. I wish this eyebrow, my left one, would be like my right one, and then I think I would like doing this so much more because this one always gives me trouble. But this brow gel is so good. I just ordered another one too. I got 2 more brow pencils and another one of these because the formula is just really nice. You guys are helping me like step out of my comfort zone because I would have never done my brows like this like a year ago, but now I'm like, okay, you know what? I gotta listen to my girls. Because you know, sometimes your girls will tell you, no, that doesn't look good, you need to do this instead. And sometimes we're just so stuck in our ways with how we do things, but there's nothing wrong with, you know, switching it up sometimes either. See, I feel like this brow always looks more like boxy, and I don't love it as much as this one. But we're gonna just go with it. Now, let's do the lip combo of my dreams. Of course, we're gonna do a gorgeous nude brown. I'm gonna take it back with my LA Girl Shockwave Nude Lip Liner in Gingerbread. LA Girl for the win. LA Girl will always have a special place in my heart because, well, I love the brand, but way back when in 2019, they actually gave me the opportunity to have my first meet and greet. Do any of you guys remember that? That was one of the most amazing, humbling, beautiful experiences of my entire life. So I will forever and always love LA Girl for that. Like, they truly believed in me and gave me a little meet and greet. Like, that was so special. And like, meeting you guys was such a surreal experience. It's so crazy. Milani Color Fetish Matte Lipstick in the shade Tease. Duh. This is truly Latte lips right here. And for gloss, I'm going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. Can we just take a moment and appreciate the fact that the NYX Butter Glosses have been around for so long and they're still just as amazing as the first time that I ever used them over 10 years ago. And since then, they've added so many great shades. I feel like they have a good nude for literally everybody. The formula has always been amazing. They've always been very affordable. It's just one of the best affordable glosses ever. And last but not least, I'm going to set everything with my Milani Make It Last. And this is the Jumbo XL. So that is it for the viral latte makeup look. I'm obsessed with the way this turned out. So I encourage you guys to try it out for yourselves. And it's so easy. Use up your favorite products in your collection and let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. And I cannot wait to see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.